मेरा सादर नमन स्वीकारिए, मीडिया आप नाम जज हुए हैं, कटघरे में पधारिए. I extend my heartfelt greetings to all the dignitaries on and off the stage and the fellow audience. As I stand here, I bring with me an innate part of our household into the witness stand. The fourth pillar of democracy is charged with upholding media trials. From the ink on Bengal Gazette to the hyperlinks in social media, journalism has evolved in its intent, its roles, content, and most profoundly, the power dynamics. Perhaps the loudest change that we hear comes from the media trials. Our case begins somewhere in the late 20th century, where media house take initiative and started private investigation. They collected proof and developed theories and even directed verdicts even before our courts could have. In the rabbit hole of media trial, there are testimonies that stand evident of how powerful media can be. It can bring people to streets and into courtrooms to safeguard justice. You shall also witness bold evidence of the ruckus it may trigger because of media trial itself. Whatever the case may be, media has always, and I repeat, always formulated opinions and, most importantly, manufactured consent. These consent gathers support from the society and in big way turns the tide of any case going in our courts. Facts have been pierced by the tormenting eyes of media. Jessica Lal case, the Priyadarshani Madhav case, and one that shakes our country from core is the Delhi rape case of 2012. Media was on the street. It was among the common people, questioning, arguing, debating, asking for justice and directing verdicts. The outrage led to alternation in Juvenile Justice Act. Nirbhaya got her justice, as we see where the age for punishment for heinous crimes were brought down from 18 years to 16. That's the power of media trial in our society. It can bring positive change. On the flip side, please note that fair trial is the right of every convict. Our courts, our constitution give rights to the accused to stand inside the court and make sure the allegations on him or her, they try and justify if the allegation on the person is true or not. The integrity of court dwells on the golden principle that innocent until proven. It preserves the dignity of individuals. Abuse of power and sheer hunger for sensationalization has led to shredding down of dignity, of evidence, and of the case itself in severe manners. I present to you the Arushi Hemraj case. We all saw the reckless work of media, how it went into the crime scene, tampered the evidence, and make a huge ruckus. The SSR case still remains a nightmare for many of us. There are many questions that I want to bring ahead. We may think on the dilemma of media trials. Is it good or bad? Is it justified for media to penetrate in the judicial process? However, the most important question remains, can media be the new judiciary? Unlike court trials, media trials are done in heat and a rush of debate inside the newsrooms. With bits and often incomplete pieces of information, a story is stitched with a subjective opinion. The verdict may be juvenile, but their impact on society is never. The founder of Institute of Perception Studies believed it is not healthy that media reforms at present are based on subjective interpretation of what media should and should not do. Please note that how it leaves a scope of ambiguity in the role, in the boundaries, and in the functioning of media. The proxy the proxy of journalists in place of a qualified jury makes the whole process questionable. Who are these panelists? What are their sources? How accurate are how accurate are their arguments? Do they have regulation and censorship upon them? Do they come with a preconceived agenda? The media must serve as a means of information, but never have the authority to pass judgment. It is equally true for the digital media, for the print media, and for the television media. Citizen journalism comes in necessity in today's world. However, again, the unregulated beast of social media has no authority to pass the verdicts. In the end, media can always be an aid to the judicial process, but never the judiciary itself. Thank you.